I would and emergency equipment, comma, as well as encourage to mirror the structure from the beginning.
That sounds great to me.
And then I would put and before emergency equipment.
Okay. Good. Matthew.
I have a clarifying question.
Sure.
What does emergency equipment mean?
Some of the resident advisors have come, as I understand it, and I mean, she's not here, so I will try my best to speak for her in a candid way. Like Lorena and Speak have like said that some of the resident advisors have like reached out with a desire for like emergency equipment, specifically regarding like helping people who may be drunk and like throwing up or you know, need assistance, you know, like helping with that in the interim before DPS or the paramedics or whatever can get there, as well as like emergency equipment, you know, to help like with wounds or stuff like that. It just seems insufficient at this point. As I understand it, that's kind of what Speak was going for when they communicated that desire.
So like Narcan.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. Because I was thinking of, because there's also the rape kit, rape toolkit, but then RAs are not provided with that.
Yeah, that's something that definitely could be looked into for legislation in terms of like if we want to try to appropriate funding and buy things like specific things like that, like Narcan. We can talk about that if you want to talk about that. I mean, you can motion, like you guys can do anything. I don't want to shut anything down. If you want to motion to amend to get more specific, like you can. But with a resolution, since it is more attitudinal, it'll be less substantive than if that's something that you're passionate about, which like you know, it should be. Like talk to me and we can draft legislation maybe. So again, you can motion to amend it if you want to, but that's just would be my 2 cents there. Okay, so the amendment on the floor is the changes we have made to this clause. That's what's in question. I'm going to give this 5 minutes of discussion. I don't anticipate we'll need it. Anyone want to say anything? Any issues with this, or give a motion to vote? Yeah.
Not really an issue per se, but when you say, I don't know where it would fit, but like, is it possible for like the school to invest in like pepper spray and like tasers and all that?
I think I should
Taser.
I'm going to go ahead and say tentatively that I would doubt that the school would invest in that. Again, that would be something that, like, if that's a route you want to go down and you want to shape that tree and you want to come to Kendrick's office with me, I would encourage you to reach out to me and we can handle that in legislation. Again, if you want to amend this or at least motion to amend it, that's what democracy's for, so feel free to. But that would be my 2 cents in terms of best practice and best process. Monty.
So when I was a junior, I worked in the campus improvement committee with Jason Wong, and that was like one of my projects to have distribute pepper sprays for people on campus. But then we had the obstacle of, because pepper spray is categorized as a weapon, and Center College cannot kind of like put the budget out for students to like buy a weapon for students. So we were trying to go with the route of getting like a gift card for students so they can purchase themselves, but that was still not feasible. But if you want to take over the project, you're more than welcome to.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for clarifying that. All of these things, like right now, at least for the purposes of this resolution, which is more of an attitudinal expression, I'm willing to lump under emergency equipment. I want to make sure that before we get into like more nitty gritty and more ideas, that we focus on this specific amendment that fixed the wording of this resolution. So is there discussion about that, or does someone have a motion to vote?
Motion to vote.
Second.
Perfect. All in favor of approving this amendment or these amendments?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? I want to give opposed or abstention.
Oh,
Okay. All right, awesome. So I'm going to just go ahead and approve the changes. Fantastic. Making sure everything looks good. Great. Okay, any other amendments on the floor? I'm going to go back to the timer for our discussion on the question on the table, which we have about 4 minutes of discussion left on. Again, that can always be extended. Anything else, or do we? Yeah, Bati.
So I have talked to student, the health staff, working with counseling upon trying to push those people who are experiencing sexual assault and having cases that wants to meet with a counselor as quickly as possible, because we are very short-staffed. Even though we're having a new person coming soon for next week, but still, like, people who are involved with sexual assault are still not being met with a lot of support in terms of mental health.
Right.
So I don't know how we can address that issue. Yes, the hotline is there, but like a continued support system.
Yeah, Vati, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Right there, counseling. I feel like we just need that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, in terms of the resolution, it's largely attitudinal. Our main goal here is to increase transparency and access of students to resources, and you're right that's maybe some transparency about the hiring process there would be helpful so that we know the situation, we know why counseling appointments are booked up, and I think that, at least in my opinion, that the resolution addresses that as now, but if you have something more specific, again, it's democracy, you can motion to amend. Anything else?
Motion to vote.
Second.
Second.
Okay, we have now moved into a vote. I'm going to go ahead and call it. All in favor of passing this resolution as it's written right now?
Aye.
All opposed?
Oh, you should add periods after the end.
They're actually not traditionally supposed to be there.
Well, then delete that period.
Okay. Okay, that's unconstitutional. Let me go.
Motion to promote unconstitutional amendment.
That will not be my legacy at Speaker House. Any abstentions? I have to abstain. The resolution passes. Congratulations, guys. Awesome. Okay, and that's really all the. That's okay. No, I'm just glad we got it passed. I'm very glad we got that passed. That was a lot of hard work from a lot of members of exec, a lot of members of the administration, and of course the undying hard work and care of the folks who speak. So thank you guys for working with us as we did that. This is a really important issue on campus, and I'm really glad that we were able to finally get that to a vote and get that out from this body. So thank you guys for sticking with us with that. We appreciate you. Executive boards, finance.
Yes. Okay.
Go ahead, Stan.
Some big updates. No, I actually don't have.
Eric, come to the podium.
Okay. Updates when it comes to finance. Not a whole lot has been going on this week that is super pertinent for the entire body to know, but understand that things have been going on in the background, getting people money, so on and so forth. We got 2 EFRs. We're probably going to go over them at the next general session. And if you are on my committee, this will be a fun little experience to go over EFRs for the first time so you guys can learn how that whole process works. I spoke with Kendrick Durham earlier this week talking about potentially what to do about funding requests. We used to have a form that allowed people to do intra-club funding requests that has changed to an inter-club funding request. We got both of those type of requests this week, and I've been dealing with those in the background. But the long story, or making it short, is basically that we're going to keep it being inter, and I'll just handle the intro ones as they come. And as for that, that's basically what's been going on in the background. Really nothing for the committee or for the entire body to address. But I look forward to meeting with my committee sometime next week so we can go over those EFRs and teach you guys how finance really works. So yeah.
Thank you. Programming.
Yeah.
Hi y'all. Okay, the programs. So first, happy homecoming week. I hope everybody has a safe, fun, and extra emphasis on safe homecoming weekend. In terms of programming, we will SAC, we can call it SAC. I'm over it. SAC will be putting on a midnight movie on Saturday, and it's actually happening at midnight, so like 11:59 on Saturday to avoid any confusion. And we're gonna have 3 movies: Amsterdam, Halloween Ends, and Don't Worry Darling. First 50 people get free popcorn as well. Remember, all this stuff is free, so tell your friends, make it available so that people who don't want to participate in any of these weekend activities have somewhere to go during the nighttime. Additionally, we will be having a tailgate at the game for all students to come to, and we are catering crumble cookie. And as of right now, that is all I have.
Thank you. Elliot, President of the Senate.
Okay, so a lot of you should have gotten an email from me today. We are now accepting nominations for Student Senate Division 1, which is Humanities. So it is open until next Wednesday at midnight. And I've already gotten several people sending in emails nominating people. But if any of you know someone who would make a great Division 1 student senator, please send me an email and nominate them. All I need is a name and grade and major. That's really it. So keep that in mind, and student senate elections should be next week.
Student affairs. Great. What are the affairs of the students, Bree?
Wow.
It's been 2 weeks! Oh, that's okay, it's fine.
Hey,
Hey, Bree.
the affairs of students, I hope is that everyone's being safe this weekend and having a great homecoming weekend. And there's an event on Friday night. It's called No.3. I forgot what it's called. Oh, Noche de Teto. It's going to be in Grant. There are posters posted up, and it should be in your RA chats. So look out for that for something to do that's safe and fun this weekend.
Communications back. Oh, wait.
She had a report.
So, okay, Mia had a report.
Is talking to the director of communications.
I got you in these titles confused.
So 2 big things. I updated the website today with everybody's name. I have not put photos up there yet for the general body because I don't have everybody's headshot. The SGA group chat where you can reserve a time to come get a headshot by the great man himself. And also be safe this weekend, make smart decisions. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you to our amazing director of communications. Haley. Sorry. Haley.
Okay. Okay, so I think I mentioned a few weeks ago that I contacted the representative for Ant Flow so that we could restock those products on campus. They're kind of slow at getting back to me, but they finally said they'd be getting us a quote so that we can actually restock our products soon. So we will have feminine products free. Did I just make this floor is speaking? I thought music started playing. But anyway, those will be available in public spaces. But to kind of take over some of my exec report, Miss Aliana Conway is finally back to talk about chicken coops. So I'm going to get her on the floor.
Guest appearance.
It's so great to be back. To give some context, last year, a group of students and I, who were all seniors last year, so unfortunately they can't be with me, but a group of students and I created an initiative on campus to get chicken coops for the center garden. That garden is located behind the Crate House. It is run by the Gardening Club and also Dina Moreland. God bless her. She has chickens and she has graciously given the Gardening Club permission to keep those chickens in the center garden so that their pellets or poop, feces, can can serve as fertilizer for the garden itself. As we've studied in IST 110, which all of you all should take, a lot of initiatives have been taken on to promote organic fertilizer, whether it's small-scale gardens to large-scale corporate agriculture. And this is just another way, or a new way, that Center's campus can be ecologically friendly, which we all want. So I'm proposing an SGA partnership between the Gardening Club, me, and Nathan Whitlock, if anyone knows him, King, and who will be building the chicken coops, who has already begun building the chicken coops. And this partnership will allow, or this partnership with Campus Improvements will allow us to buy and pay for the already purchased wood that we need for the chicken coops and all the supplies that goes into it. So like insulation, paint, nails. If you've seen a chicken coop, that's about all it needs. So that's my announcement. And Haley, you can take back up.
I have a question about your chicken coop.
Okay.
So, is there gonna be like a team that puts this little coop together?
Currently, it is just Nathan Whitlock and his father. But if you are interested at all in participating, let me know and I'll get y'all in contact.
Anyone can go visit these chickens?
Yeah.
Someone's gonna like steal a chicken.
Don't steal a chicken. That would be a crime.
I would put a sign just in case.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't turn into a full tank. Yes, Ross.
So is there like a permanent staff who will take care of the chicken?
That would be Dina Moreland and the gardening club. Dina Moreland owns the chickens. There would be approximately 6 to 8. And she would be taking care of them for the most part. She's agreed to it. She's really enthusiastic about this project. But if you like chickens and you want to feed them sometime, feel free to.
So SGA is supporting in terms of like buying the chicken, right? That's
No, that's Dina Moreland. We're just buying the wood.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
What happened to the egg?
So far it's just been used in the crate house. It's been given to faculty, staff. I did promise 1 egg total to exec members.
If you want my egg, you can talk to me.
I want your egg.
To be shared among the exec.
No one ever say I want your egg. I invited that,
But honestly, there aren't enough chickens to be giving the eggs to Callan. It would be useless, honestly. Yeah. Any other questions?
There's like a little cabin chicken egg bar.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
If I'm correct in this, if I'm correct in this is going to be like a campus improvements like committee project in a lot of ways, and right, like you're kind of heading this up. Yeah. So we're just like keeping you in the loop with that, and we'll continue to keep you updated. Dining, no report. No report. Culture, Monty.
Hello? Hello? Don't do too much. Hi everyone, my name is Bati, culture chair. Can I please see a hand of those who are in my committee? Just to be familiar. Hi, welcome. So for this semester, I have a lot of big plans, but I'm just gonna give an update about what I've done so far. So welcome y'all to the team. I have one project that is on the table, which is the bringing the flags back to Callan. Yeah. Because there's been a lot of discussions about how to kind of accommodate all students' needs when it comes to representation, and we're kind of still working towards having them before this semester ends, so that students who come to tour school knows about our emphasis on studying abroad, and it also makes Callan look so much better in general too. And then another project that I'm currently doing is about mental health. I think I'm a very spiritual person, so I think there's been some shift with Mercury moon that makes everyone kind of suffer for the past month, I think. So hopefully there'll be more kind of mental health support for students, not just from counseling services, but like just fun stuff like doing chalk on the pavement to make students smile and stuff like that, just small stuff. But I think it's very important to make sure that we are prioritizing students' lives above everything. So yeah, that's my update so far. Yeah.
So I do have a little bit of information on the flags from Callan. I've been talking to Pam recently about it, and I believe that Jessica is doing something with the ICS, I believe that, I'm not sure, I can't remember, because it was like a really quick conversation. She kind of like stopped me on Callan and just told me. And I believe she's putting the flags in ICS. I don't know what they're doing with Callan, but yeah, there is something, like, if any people have ideas, like, tell Lati, because she did say that they want to bring like new ideas to Callan overall, but, so yeah, that's it.
What's ICS, sorry?
Or the intercultural suite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that there's going to be back there. Okay, that's cool. This building actually downstairs, we're going to have commissioned a mural of, I think, a map of everywhere that students have been sent to or students were from. And it's going to be very interactive in that if you click on like like a flag. It'll show like the number of students who have enrolled. So it's very cool, at least for us kind of advertising or getting to know more about study abroad program. So you can get to know those people who actually did those study abroad program and talk to them one-on-one about their own experiences. So I think it's a very interesting project that should be more advertised once done. So that's very exciting. Also, we have the Stephen Powell Memorial Park, or like statue or place to study. But I feel like not a lot of students have known so far. So if you would like to spread the words about it, that'd be really, really dope. So yeah, that's all the update I have so far.
Thank you, Bouncy. Admin, that's Mia. Okay, good.
Oh, she had no report.
Yep.
Wait, yeah, other than to let the minutes.
Great. My turn. Hi. So first things first, business for me. I'm going. First years, wave at me. Hi. You all with your beautiful faces are going to come up and see me for like, I promise, like 5 minutes after this. Sam's going to do us a little favor, but we're going to get really rocking and rolling. Wait, suspense, Sam. But we're going to get really rocking and rolling on your first year project and coming up with ideas for that. Now that I kind of cleared my plate off a little bit, I can be more involved with that. So we're going to get started on that a little bit tonight. So when we adjourn and everyone's packing up and everything, first years, come right up here to the podium and talk to me. Other things, thank you guys again for the resolution. That was something very important to me, to members of exec, to everybody who worked on it, and I really think important message to get out to the campus. So thank you guys for that. And I also hope that you guys, it seems like you aren't, but I hope that you guys are getting a handle on Robert's rules, especially those of you who haven't done them before, but it's getting smoother and smoother. Last thing I'll say, this is my third technically, but we still did it my sophomore year during COVID. So fourth homecoming on this campus. So please take this advice from a veteran. Lock your doors. Avoid the drunk alumni. Watch how much you drink. Be safe. Be careful. Make sure that you do what you can to, if you need to call DPS, call DPS. It's a fun weekend in a lot of ways, but also things get a little bit unruly. So just keep yourself, your friends, and your possessions safe. Roll cards.
I'm going to keep mine really quick. Thank you all again, as Weston just said, for getting that resolution done. I know this is not an Dr. Cooper. What will come now after tonight is that I will send it out to campus between Friday and Monday, just letting them know that it has been passed. They can finally all see what the resolution is now, and it will be the creation of the ad hoc safety committee. So that's all I had.
Look out for one another. Vote for homecoming court. Come see me if you need anything. I'm here for you. Be excellent to each other.
Motion to adjourn.
Second. Vote for Aaron.
All in favor of adjourning? Get out. First years. You do not get out.
First years, use your intent.